A catastrophe is set to strike the cobbled streets, altering lives permanently when a stolen vehicle mows down a resident in a hit-and-run accident. While the name of the unfortunate target is being kept a secret, it's known that the much-loved character will sustain serious wounds and endure a lengthy recovery process. Carjacking has been a major storyline lately after Carl Webster became entangled in Fiona Morley's auto theft operation, using his brother Kevin's garage as the headquarters. Recently, he pulled Brody Michaelis into the scheme, who in turn dragged Dylan Wilson into the mess. Carl, drowning in debt to Tracy Barlow after she uncovered his affair with his brother's wife Abby Webster, is frantic for money and pressures Brody to carry out a robbery. Brody and Dylan comply, snatching a vehicle for Carl to resell, but as they speed off in the stolen ride, horrified George Shuttleworth catches sight of them. At the same time, Betsy Swain is marking her 18th birthday, and after a bitter clash with her mother, D.S. Lisa Swain, she heads out for a party with her mates. During the evening, she records 2 voice messages, one for her new boyfriend Dylan and another intended for her mother. She never manages to finish the second message, as a stolen vehicle suddenly smashes nearby, leaving the birthday girl shaken to her core. Soon after, whispers spread along the cobbles that someone has been left fighting for their life and rushed straight to hospital. During the investigation into who was behind the wheel, DC Kit Green is tasked with breaking the devastating news to the victim's family that the missing car has been found, but burned to a shell. As the fallout continues to ripple through the community, suspicions and finger-pointing erupt. George confronts Dylan, claiming he saw him behind the wheel of the stolen car, but Dylan swiftly denies it, insisting George is wrong. When Abby drops by to see Carl and notices Dylan's name flashing on his phone as he tries to call, she pushes her secret lover for answers, leading him to admit that Dylan and Brody have been stealing cars for him, leaving her stunned. Who was actually in control of the vehicle? Who torched it to cover their tracks? And most crucially, which resident has become the tragic victim? Coronation Street viewers predict yet another shock secret child storyline after newcomers' hidden link to the street comes to light. Fans suspect that a recent arrival might secretly be the child of a familiar face. ITV soap viewers have long voiced their doubts about the detective inspector, believing he may be concealing his involvement in the death of D.S. Lisa Swain's late wife, Becky. Following Friday's installment, many now think Costello could be linked to another resident as the tense storyline develops. Dee Dee Bailey's new partner, Ollie, appeared unusually interested in Lisa, prompting fans to take to Reddit with fresh theories about his possible tie to Costello. One user speculated, "I've come up with a new theory about Ollie, and I think it'll catch on. He might actually be related to or connected with Costello." Think about it. Both characters arrived around the same period and have been pushed into the spotlight together. They're frequently seen at the police station and have both been making suspicious comments to others. What if there's a larger corruption plot involving Costello, Ollie, the Radcliffes, Becky, and the notorious Tia Wardley? Another viewer added, "Costello has been around for more than a year, ever since the Joel storyline, but you might be onto something with this idea." Another viewer chimed in with, "I reckon there's going to be a twist where Ollie turns out to be related to Costello, maybe even his son." The name Tia Wardley has loomed over Lisa and her partner Carla Connor for months because of her link to Becky. In Friday's dramatic installment, Tia finally appeared on the cobbles to tell her side of the story, arriving just in time for the couple's engagement party. During the episode, D.I. Costello was shown scrambling to hide his tracks and concealing what he truly knows about the elusive Tia Wardley. When Tia walked into the bistro, she told Lisa and Carla how she knew Becky. She insisted she'd once been mixed up with the Radcliffe brothers and that Becky had helped her escape a dangerous life out of sheer kindness. Lisa was visibly moved, taking comfort in the idea that Becky had been a good officer who had rescued someone from a bad situation. But once she left the bistro, the woman secretly met with Costello, and the truth came out. She wasn't Tia Wardley at all. She smirked to him. I gave them the full Meryl Streep performance. Really laid it on thick. The blonde one nearly cried. When Costello, clearly crooked, pressed her on whether Lisa had been fooled, the imposter replied, they had no idea what the real Tia Wardley looked like, so yes. The closing credits then confirmed it by listing her as fake Tia Wardley, proving she wasn't the real person Lisa and Carla had been searching for. Later, as Lisa and Carla headed home from their celebration, Lisa suddenly shivered with unease. It was then revealed that someone had been lurking in the shadows, secretly watching them, leaving the detective shaken. Viewers of Coronation Street will have to keep tuning in to discover who was following the couple and, more importantly, the identity of the real Tia Wardley. Coronation Street twist as Lisa's partner is seen alive on the soap, leaving audiences stunned. Fans of the ITV drama are now convinced that Becky, the wife of Lisa Swain, has finally appeared on screen. Viewers believe that Becky, who was thought to have died, has just been introduced in the long-running series. Lisa first joined the program in 2021, and her rebellious daughter Betsy arrived in early 2024. Very little has been revealed about Lisa's background, except that her spouse, fellow officer Becky, supposedly lost her life while on duty. Lisa once explained that Becky was chasing a criminal who leapt into a getaway vehicle and struck her, resulting in her immediate death. Yet this year, Lisa revealed to her new girlfriend Carla Connor that before Becky's passing, she had been the subject of an anti-corruption inquiry. Suspecting that Becky's death wasn't as straightforward as it seemed, Lisa tried to dig deeper into the truth. Logan, who was linked to Becky's demise, gave the name Tia Wardley as a possible clue, according to the Daily Star. But Lisa's probing didn't go unnoticed, as her boss D.I. Costello confronted her about it. Just last week, Lisa was left shocked when a woman turned up claiming to be Tia and revealed a history with Becky. She insisted that Becky had once rescued her and helped change the course of her life. Yet it was later revealed that this person wasn't Tia at all, but an imposter allegedly hired by the possibly corrupt officer Costello. Now, with whispers circulating that Becky might still be alive, viewers are convinced she has already appeared on screen. During Friday's episode, Roy Cropper crossed paths with a mysterious woman wearing a baseball cap while at the hospital. Fans quickly began theorizing that the unidentified woman could actually be Becky Swain. On a Coronation Street discussion group on Facebook, one fan wrote, "Did anyone else think the woman Roy ran into at the hospital with Evelyn seemed suspicious? Extras don't normally get speaking lines. I reckon it was Becky keeping an eye on Lisa from the corner of the street at the end." Another added, "Roy chatting to Becky in the hospital. Very interesting. He'll soon see a photo of dead Becky and realize she's alive. I've seen her dramatic music incoming." A third viewer remarked, he might later be shown a picture of Lisa's former partner Becky and recognize her as the woman he met at the hospital, proving she's still around. Perfect setup for a long-running storyline. Coronation Street is broadcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and ITVX.